Hi everyone, this is Swati with you and welcome to another of my session with you once again. And well, as you can see with me today are a lot of books, and I love reading books, and books are like my oxygen. And yes, this is what I wanted to talk to you is that in today's time, all of us, we are just using the internet, the computers and the gadgets. So you can say the internet, the computer, the gadget, it's mostly the Rahu energy has captured us completely. But there was an era before the internet era when people mostly read books. And there was some beauty and simplicity in that. Now the question is that which is more important, like which is more better for us? Is it the book or the internet? But if you ask me, I feel it's the book. The book is superior to the internet. And if you want to really transform yourself, if you really want to change yourself, uplift yourself in a huge manner, like become a powerful person, then you should go for books. I know it's a very difficult thing because books demand a certain level of concentration, which has to come from within you. But internet is like, internet is kind of exploiting us, using us, or we can say that internet is forcing us to focus because there are graphics, the visuals are so powerful that you have to focus. And there also we can get distracted by some other stuff. Like we cannot even focus on one video for a long time. We are like, oh, let's watch the other video. Let's watch the other recommended video. Let's play a game. Let's order some food. Like we are distracted constantly. But when it is a book, like I hold the book, I have to read it. I cannot go anywhere. I am trapped here. So I have to, but I won't use the word trapped because people who love reading books, they enjoy it at some point of time. So let's talk about zodiac signs. So today I want to tell you about which zodiac sign would love reading which book, that kind of thing. But yeah, before that, yes, everybody, irrespective of what zodiac sign I talk about, all of you must develop a habit of reading books, and not just your textbook, but read books beyond your textbook, like novels, like books of literature, fiction, history, geography, economics. Broaden your knowledge and know about the world so that you can become a great speaker, and also you will have a great world view. And do not think, and also books lead to money because books are somewhere connected to both Mercury and Jupiter, and both of them bring money in your life. And as your intelligence grows, you will understand the way to earn money and how to tackle people, how to understand the psychology of human beings, what are they thinking, what decisions you should take. And if you want to become a writer or something, then again, it's amazing. You must read books if you want to become a writer or a great speaker. And let's say those people who are doing normal jobs, like you're a software engineer, you're a doctor, you're a scientist, or you're a lawyer, or you're working in a company, a corporate, or you're a receptionist, or you're a housewife, there are many, many categories. All of you, in some way or the other, try to read a book which is connected to your life. And when you do that, then you can find many answers, the other answers which you are seeking, and also certain things beyond what is happening around you. Look, it gives you a break. It takes you to a whole new world. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to read a book and I was just to feel that, I used to enter and live that life, into that fantasy world. Like Harry Potter, I used to read when I was a kid, and like I used to feel, I am in that beautiful magical world, So anyways, so let me just show you all the books. So guys, the first book is Sigmund Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams, which is one of my favorite books which I read. This is all about psychology, and Freud is a very important name in psychology. And so the zodiac signs which should read this book is, first of all, the first name which pops up in my mind is Cancer. If you are Cancer Lagna or Cancer Rashi, then for you this is like a, how do I say? This is like a treasure chest, because Cancerians, basically they have the power of power to understand human beings, what is the psychology and what is going on in the mind. Mind is the domain of moon, Chandra, and Chandra rules Cancer zodiac signs. So you will want to know, investigate the mind. So that's why I have seen many Cancerians become great psychologists, psychiatrists, mind doctors. They can do great counseling, therapy session. So if you read this book, if you are already doing something like that, then this will be an asset to you. But if you're not doing, let's say you're a normal person, then also like you will understand the human mind, dreams, subconscious mind, and you will also know how to, once you know it, you will be able to deal with people properly better, and you will understand yourself also better. And if you understand yourself better, then become more powerful. Like, why are we unable to take certain decisions? Like, sometimes we think that yes, this is the right thing to do, but then we are so weak internally that we are not able to take the decision, because somewhere I feel that there are some forces inside us. There are some basic forces, animal instincts. There are some weaknesses, human weaknesses. We are controlled by hormones also. So all these physical forces, natural forces, societal forces, they dominate our thought. Like, there is fear, there is guilt inside us. So how do you know about these? And we are not aware. We are just living a life of a zombie, not knowing what's happening around us. So that's why I'm saying you must read this book. And otherwise, other than Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, and Scorpio should read. Gemini should read it because, see, Gemini, they love anything related to duality, like dual signs and dual things. And mind has a lot of duality inside us. So they will love this duality structure. And also, Geminis, they love. They're very intelligent zodiac signs, so they really enjoy anything which is related to intelligence or something new, fresh, unknown territory. Scorpio, well, Scorpios are the investigators of the zodiac signs. So Scorpions love exploring taboo subjects, because this book has a lot of taboo things like sexual gratification, or how the mind thinks in that way, how the mind is obsessed with those things. It is stuff like dreams and all that. So yeah, if for that, I think Pisces also will love, because dream and all that they love. That's a 12th house thing. Pisces will love it. And Virgos, well, Virgos like the detail oriented things. So this book has a lot of detailing and tiny things which is happening inside us. Yeah, Virgos like to cut things. So for them also, it's a great book, and all of you guys, you will be benefited by this book. So, and other than that, if you are not these zodiac signs also, anyone can read it. There's nothing hard and fast, but yes, these zodiac signs will really enjoy it. Now let's move on to the next book. Okay, so the next book is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, which is one of my favorite book. You can see there's a picture of a cockroach here. So this is a very old book actually. Even I'm making a international series called Bouquet of Lies right now. I'm directing and producing it as a filmmaker, and this book has a lot of important role in that entire series I'm making, because whenever I create something, I bring some literature to it, because I feel that literature and movies are very connected. So the theme of my movie is very much interconnected to that. Other than that, okay, Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, who will like it? I think Scorpio. I, being a Scorpio, I love this book because it has the 8th house energy. This book is so, being a Scorpion myself, Franz Kafka was like a German-speaking bohemian novelist and a short story writer, and he's one of the major figures of 20th century literature actually. And also, in his novels and stories, it fuses the elements of realism and unbelievable, typically featured isolated protagonist facing bizarre or those surrealistic predicaments and incomprehensible socio-bureaucratic powers, and alienation, existential anxiety, guilt, and absurdity. And this guy is like he belongs to a Jewish family, and he belonged to a very rich family. And it's a very interesting story that he was working in the insurance sector as a normal employee, and he used to work in insurance and he used to write in the evening, and uh, he used to do a mundane menial job. At the same time, he used to think of becoming a writer, and he wrote this novel. He wrote many great novels, and then he decided to destroy it. Like he always felt like human beings want to do something, and the society is not letting them do it, and society is overpowering them. And it's very difficult to break the chains of society. And he wrote such a beautiful novel, but at the same time he was thinking that no, like it will, like he has a self-destructive tendency. So the he has these patterns of self-destruction also. So it's a very simple novel, but it's very complex also. Like simple and complex, great combination. Scorpions will love it because scorpions, again, as I said, that they like those taboo subjects, and also this element of self-destruction that is there, and how you're being controlled by the society. So any sign, zodiac sign, which is who thinks who are rebels, they will love this, and also who feel burdened by the society. Like I feel the Saturn ruled Rashis, Capricorn and Aquarius will love this. Why? Because Capricorn and Aquarius, they are controlled by Saturn, and Saturn is constantly, uh, controlling their life. Like they will always feel like I want to do something, but I cannot do it because I have to do this. This is like let's say I want to play football, but I cannot play football because I have to live, I have to get money, I have a wife, I have a kid, and I have a house. So I cannot play football ever. Okay, one fine, like when I was in school, I used to be the captain of my football team, but I cannot do it right now because I am burdened by the society. It's the same thing. That is what Kafka felt in his real life. And in Metamorphosis also, he's spoken about a man who is, okay, I'll not spoil it, same kind of that situation. And also the hypocritical society, like seeking the truth. That's why I say Scorpio, because Ketu energy, they want to know the truth of life. Like they want to know what is the truth, what is happening exactly. Because we constantly tell lies to ourselves. Like we say that, let's say you're getting married, and you tell yourself that everybody is getting married, and my parents are telling me to get married, so I'm getting married. But that is a lie. You tell lies to yourself, thinking that by doing what everybody is doing, I'll be happy. But then you get married and you don't feel happy, and you do not understand what to do now. And again, Virgos will also love it because Virgos, as I said, that Virgos normally love reading literature. They will read books because they also want to know more deeper truths of life. Virgos, Lagna Rashi will love it. Because Virgos also, they work really hard. They do menial jobs. They do household chores and the boring mundane stuff they do. And the same, they feel burdened by these things. They're the sixth house energy, right? But at the same time, they also want to escape to the 12th house. So this book is about the 6-12 axis, like doing your boring work and also at the same time wanting to escape, but then realizing that it's very difficult to escape. So that's why Virgo will connect with this novel, I feel. So maybe if you have prominent prominent planets in Virgo, you definitely love it. Okay, coming to the next novel, that is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Very, very powerful, amazing book, like very emotional novel actually. When I started it, I didn't feel that, okay, it is going to end this way or it is going to move that way. But this guy has given like a twist, And if you know about Khaled Hosseini, he is an author from Afghanistan. But what I've read about him is that this guy is actually a doctor, and he was a doctor, but at the same time he wanted to become a writer. So which is a very difficult journey he had, and which I think everybody faces the same thing, like whether to follow your passion or your profession. But he has balanced both, and I think this novel also has the same theme. The character of Amir is there. uh, the main this book will be loved by all the water signs actually, because very emotional novel actually. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, uh, the three water signs will love it. And this book is about a lot of guilt is there. So Pisces, because they connect with guilt energy a lot, so they might love it, the novel. And this novel is also about how do I say, the simple things but the powerful things. And because it gives a dual view, like one view is about what is happening in your daily life, the smaller things. At the same time, it talks about the world or the international history, the wars, about Afghanistan, Iran, America, all those things at the backdrop is also there. So anybody who loves to study the smaller things and the bigger things in a parallel way, those people will enjoy this novel. So must recommend by me, by the way. So I think Leo people will also like it because some international connection is there, government connection, international connection is there, and it's also about family and the problems and issues of in a family. So those things are also there. So maybe Leo will also connect to this. This is the next novel. This is not a novel, but this is a glossary of literary terms by M.H. Abrams. Uh, this is a book which is studied by literature students. Actually, if you have done English literature, you will love it. This is not a book, but this has a lot of literary terms. Actually, a lot of things of literature. It's like these things like romantic comedy, parody, mock epic. We have metaphor. These terms, like trying to understand these terms. So being a filmmaker myself, I read. I studied literature also, and being a filmmaker myself, I really wanted to know these things, like because I felt that when I did engineering, my connection with literature, with fiction, with language was so stunted that I really wanted to reconnect with that somehow. And especially if you are doing some technical profession like doctor, engineer, lawyer, and all that category. So they are also so focused in their profession that they are cut off from these things. They become ignorant. So I feel that especially if you want to know the higher meanings of life, so these things are great. And the zodiac signs which will love literature is Libra. Why? Because ruled by Venus. Taurus will also love it. Libra, Taurus, any Venus rule, Venus Lagna, Venus is prominent in your chart, you will love it. And also Virgo people, they always cherish literature. They will Virgo Lagna Rashi, you will enjoy this. And critical, those who want to do critical analysis, Gemini also ruled by Mercury, and Scorpions also to quite an extent. So yeah, I mean, it's a very good book to analyze things and go into details and go understand the depth of life, like and also the ancient texts and literature and all those things. If it has a connection with history also, so if Saturn is there, like let's say if you have Shani Chandra Yoga also, you'll love it. Saturn is heavy somewhere and Moon is prominent, then yeah, you will love to explore. This is like a historical book also. And similarly, The Critical History of English Literature, again by David Dish, this book is also it's a kind of history. So the signs which you love history, like the Saturn rule, like Aquarius, Capricorn, they will like it. If Saturn is prominent in your chart, you will love it. Saturn is Lagna, Shani Chandra Yoga you have, or Saturn is very heavy in your chart, you will love historical books. And again, literature means Venus ruled Rashis like Taurus, Libra, you will love it. If Venus is prominent in your chart, this is very good for you. And again, other Rashis like Virgos will definitely love this novel. This is not a novel, but it's like a documented thing. Like it's about how literature grew from a zero to a top. Now, like why should you read this book is because this is how you will learn about how human beings started creating something, like talking and creating what happened actually in and it's quite how English language was created and how the developments happened. Because you'll know about the kings and the queens, and now you'll say that why should I read history? How is history relevant? But I feel that if you learn about history, then you will actually know that why whatever is happening today, why it is happening that way. Like, let's say you are a woman, and why are women still getting married and going to the guys the guy's house? Like, why is she going to husband's house, and why she's not staying in her home? Have you ever questioned that? Okay, there is a lot of history behind it, why it happened, what is the underlying. Because at some point men and women were born equal. Then eventually women were physically weak and men were physically stronger, so men got power. But then after some years, if you read history, then women started revolting and started the feminism, entire waves of feminism started. And then women realized that, okay, we are not physically strong, but mentally we are strong, we can do everything. So as things developed, brute power was replaced by mental power, and mind, people could take decisions and people could become leaders, and they don't have to physically go and fight with people. So women gained power slowly, and they started doing everything which man was doing. But the question is that, but however, because it was a male dominated society, women thought that by going to a man's house, she will be protected by other men and other people. Because, at that time, women were grabbed and raped, and, horrible things happened to them, and they had no power, and people were controlling them. Like the father is controlling them, then the husband is controlling them. So men started controlling women. So they thought that if she will go to a man's house and the man will protect her, then she will be safe. So that's why the marriage trend started. But till now, nobody's questioning it. Like, come on, now things have changed, laws are there. Like, why should the woman go to a man's house? It's a question for you guys. Okay, so the next book is one of my favorite. It's Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. So this is a classical literature, Russian literature, and it's inspired by the great. So Fyodor Dostoevsky is one of the pioneers of realism in European literature, and Samuel Johnson. And this is a story about a character called Raskolnikov, which is a very interesting character, honestly. And this is a time of 19th century Russia, actually. Why I love this book? First of all, Scorpions love this book like anything. Like crime, Scorpios, genre. Like, so genre of Scorpions. They love anything related to crime. But it's not just about crime. It's a lot of, how do I say, underlying subtext is there in this novel. Like, where the characters are like, this Raskolnikov character is like, he's going through a bad time, poverty, and then at the same time he's seeing these rich people around him who are enjoying their life, this inequality, and he's like thinking that what is the way out, right? So and how this has the theme of revenge. That's why Scorpions love it. So, and also it is dividing the society into two categories. So there's many things, there are many layers in the novel. And so that's why this question of the societal injustice, what is right, what is wrong, that fundamental question of sahi kya hai, galat kya hai, that thing is there. And can we take over the authority? Can we become the authority? Or whoever is authority, whether it's whoever is authority above us, whether they are right or they have just created that reality. So whatever it is. So Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment is an amazing novel. Go for it, read it. Everybody should read it. Like, it's a beautiful novel. And otherwise, I think the zodiac signs who can connect to this is Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn. They will love it. Society stuff. At the same time, it is about crime. So Pisces will also love it. Crime and Punishment. So yeah, Pisces, and I feel Virgos, yeah, to some extent Virgos will like it. But this is definitely the favorite book of Scorpions, and in Bouquet Flies, my series, which is there in www.cinequeen.com right now. It's streaming now. So there also I have used the theme of Fyodor Dostoevsky. So Russian literature, Crime and Punishment, and it's very complex novel. So there is a connection between my movie, my series, cinematic series, and this novel. So if you want to know more, you read the novel and then watch, or no, first watch my movie and then read this novel simultaneously. So yeah, that was all. No, there's another, actually there's the Upanishads, yes. This is by Swami Paramanand, and I think everybody who wants to become spiritual must read it. It's about the Upanishads. It has very simple and great lines, simple lines, like, I'll read one, wait. He who does not possess discrimination, whose mind is uncontrolled and all is impure, he does not reach the goal but falls into samsara, realm of birth and death. So this is about powerful lines. So I think people who are seeking spirituality, moksha, liberation, they should read this book. Who are in the higher domains of life. You are not just searching for roti, kapda and makan, like wife, girlfriend, husband, job. You are not in that realm. You're in some higher philosophical domain. So Scorpions will love it. Aquarius will love it. Pisces also to some extent will like it, because these three signs, yes, they search for liberation the most. So if your 12th house is prominent, yes, you will love it. 12th house. If your Ketu is prominent in your chart, like Lagna, Ketu in your Lagna, or Ketu is with Chandra also, you will love it, because you are very detached from the world. If you have a feeling of like detachment, I want to go somewhere, I want to find the answers, I want to know more beyond this life, what is it? Or if you have too much tragedies and suffering in your life, then read this novel, because you will be awakened from your suffering and you will go to higher domain. Yeah, and that's important. And I'm not saying that only these zodiac signs or these rashis should read it. I think everybody should read it, because maybe everybody will not enjoy it. But if you force yourself to read these kind of novels instead of scrolling Instagram and all that rubbish, then you will become a higher person. Like, you will be more connected to yourself. You will be a happier person. Because human beings are born to find something higher in their life. They didn't come here to just procreate and to earn money and do those both things which everybody is doing. It's just you're doing out of compulsion. Okay, you have to do it, but that's not everything. What is beyond that? There's life beyond. There's a different dimension. There is a new dimension. There's a new world out there waiting to be explored. And why are you not exploring it? It's what I'm saying. And the best way to explore is easiest way. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to travel outside. Reading books is always an internal travel where you have to enter inside yourself and find something, the jewels, the diamonds which are waiting to be explored. But you have to take the first step. Just go today, order something online. This is, okay, once again, the Upanishads by Swami Paramananda. If you want, I'll put links of all these novels in my this video. So do check out everything. So guys, that was all for today. And I hope I enlightened you, awakened you from your boring life. Come on. Boost up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.